From the WFBI team now, the attorney who was over the legal division at State Police when Ronald Greene was killed was recently promoted back to a top position there. She was demoted in 2021 after allegations were made that she helped perhaps perpetuate a cover-up tied to Greene's death. Her actions and emails, a key focus of the legislative hearing from lawmakers. That's where legislators peppered her with questions and even went as far as to say that she was not forthcoming with the truth. Our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto, is here with the move that has some of his sources asking exactly how this happened. Chris.
Well, good evening, Greg. Following Ronald Greene's death and the fallout that followed in 2020, State Police removed Faye Morrison from her top job as General Counsel. Tonight, our sources say she's back as General Counsel and in a top administrative position at the agency.
For the record.
Yes, sir. My name is Faye Morrison.
Right.
I'm an attorney for Department of Public Safety, Office of Legal Affairs.
It was March 22nd, 2022, when Faye Morrison faced lawmakers answering questions about what she knew and when, tied to Ronald Greene's death. Her testimony was important back then because she was the lead attorney at the time at State Police. Greene, a black man from North Louisiana, led troopers on a high-speed chase. When he exited his car, he was alive and apologizing. Body camera video shows he was brutally beaten and died. Initially, his family was told he died in a crash.
The cover-up, the lies on so many levels. It's evil. It's corruption at its best. 6 years in, and it's condoned. I want to say condoned.
In the wake of Greene's death, Colonel Lamar Davis demoted Morrison to a rank-and-file attorney at State Police. It happened after I exposed this leaked email from the Troop F commander, John Peters, to Morrison, more than a year and a half after Greene died, saying he could prove Greene died in a crash, saying rough estimates indicate the impacts, sudden speed reduction, and violent rotation of Greene's vehicle generated approximately 19 Gs of force. The detectives proved we did not cause the death. Morrison responded, "This will definitely be important," regarding cause of death and damages. Lawmakers later demanded answers over what she meant by that.
I just wanted to preserve what had been provided to us without any comment on it, other than yes, it does go to causation, but without providing it to anyone any further to further any narrative.
Flummoxed and flabbergasted, they peppered her with questions.
I understand that you may not have wanted to see the video, but I'm assuming you were aware of some of the facts and circumstances surrounding his death, and to try to say that you were going to pass it off on it still being an accident seems problematic to me. Do you agree with that?
No, sir, I don't agree with that.
Prior to that hearing, Morrison was reassigned in June of 2021. Forcing her to take a $56,000 pay cut. Payroll records obtained by the WAFBI team show in January of this year, she was promoted back as General Counsel number 2. Our sources say she's now a top administrator there and the second in command at the legal division. Morrison told lawmakers she helped write the agency's records retention policy, a key question since top brass got their cell phones sanitized, erased amid the ongoing investigation into Greene's death. Lawmakers did not sugarcoat it. They thought she was not being forthcoming.
You made a comment a little while ago and you said you guys never had a situation where, evidence was destroyed that prompted you to have to implement this policy around cell phones. I would have to conjecture that that's not true.
It appears that you're looking at your phone. Is someone sending you notes right now?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Questions?
I didn't bring a pen with me, although I did bring a legal pad. So I put 4 issues on the front of my phone.
Okay, I was just watching you continue to look at your phone.
No,
I was just checking.
Tonight, our sources at State Police say they are perplexed that Morrison could be put back over legal affairs, with her being in the key spot when Greene died, and the shaky answers she gave lawmakers.
So many of you current and former members of the top brass have blood on your hands, and that's just the facts.
At another hearing the following month, Morrison's name came up again, this time from high-ranking troopers verifying under oath there was a cover-up in Greene's death and a push to distort the truth.
Why wouldn't all these same people know more about this case than what they're telling you?
And you're talking about Doug Kane and Faye Morrison.
I'm talking about all of them, all the way up to the top.
Late Thursday, state police issued the following statement. With the restructuring of positions within the Office of Legal Affairs to better serve the department, the position was posted and open to all qualified applicants. Mrs. Morrison has served the Department of Public Safety for nearly 15 years, with no sustained discipline. Her professionalism, knowledge, and extensive experience more than qualify her for this position. Executive Counsel Jason Hessick, Colonel Hodges, and the entire Office of Legal Affairs have the utmost faith and confidence in Mrs. Morrison's abilities and dedication to our department. Representative Denise Marcel, who you saw asking questions as part of that committee, told us today she can't believe Morrison was promoted and will be asking more questions about it. Morrison is now earning nearly $142,000 back in one of the top legal jobs at state police. For the WAFBI team, I'm Chris Nakamoto. Greg?
All right, Chris, thank you.